all of India is obsessed with consuming South Korean content, so the movie that is popular in South Korea happens to be White Tiger.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Three Idiots and White Tiger.
Shit, that's amazing.
For all film-related interviews, reviews, and content, please like and subscribe to Puja Talwar. You can also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram.
Adarsh, good to see you.
Hi, Puja. It's lovely to see you.
Likewise. And what has it been like these past 2 years? I know we've spoken a lot on, online, but what has it been like for you? I know you are in character for a movie everyone's waiting for, if that is the movie I'm talking about. Kho Gaye.
Yes. It's been everything that I dreamt of and everything that I had never imagined that it would be.
Wow.
It's just been so amazing for me. I'm so thankful for all the people who've constantly been behind me and sort of motivated me. My parents, my girlfriend, my grandparents, everyone. And I'm just very glad to be in the place I am right now. I'm very glad to be working with the people that I always dreamt of working with, people who inspired me through their stories and made me feel through their movies. So I'm very happy.
Wow. And I see a tiger behind you. So let me tell you, since all of India is obsessed with consuming South Korean content, so the movie that is popular in South Korea happens to be White Tiger.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Three Idiots and White Tiger.
Shit, that's amazing. That lamp was, my girlfriend gave that lamp to me a couple of years ago on my birthday.
She manifested White Tiger for you.
It was after White Tiger. She gave me White Tiger lamp.
Wow. So that's what I was speaking to a few, Korean influencers, and they said, White Tiger, all is well in White Tiger, popular movie. So I said, must tell Adarsh when I meet him.
So cool.
Because I think somewhere it also resonates. Since the country, we are all watching Squid Game. White Tiger is a similar story of aspiration of haves and the have-nots. It's a similar thing the globe is experiencing as of now.
Absolutely.
So resonates. So now let's talk about Sandman. You are a magician. So what was it like when they came to you with the character? Like, we are creating our own DC universe, giving Sandman a DC twist. What was that like?
It was super exciting. I was very hyped to be part of a show that was the #1 audible, according to New York Times, and it's been their most successful show, of course, created by Neil Gaiman, directed by Dirk Maggs. The original was voiced by James McAvoy, who was the narrator, Riz Ahmed. So there were big names attached to it, and I was very hyped to be able to play a character in kind of like a superhero universe. And John Constantine, I think I'm just so lucky to have had the opportunity to voice for him, because he's such an anti-hero and he's so unpredictable and a cult detective. So it's a very masaledar character in that sense, very he has a temperament, he's a chain smoker, very cynical, has a dry sense of humor, and he'll go to any extent to do what he wants to get, to get the job done. And of course, like, he also has his own spin-off of Hellblazer, which was a show that was exclusively based on him. So it's a very, very interesting character to understand and voice for, and I'm just glad that Audible thought of me for this particular one.
So, but also when you're voicing, usually actors rely on many faculties: voice, body, performing, and then the face and everything. Here, you are devoid of those aspects because we often emote through our hands, our eyes. Here is just so good. What's that challenge?
It is very different and challenging, but for me, I think what really helped for me is that I've been a classical singer all my life, and I've used my voice exclusively for the first 10 or 12 years. When I wasn't an actor till the time I was 14 or 15, it was all I knew how to use. So I think I understand the intricacies of that. And of course, when you have such a clear brief that Audible gave you and a pre-existing universe that's already there, you just need to pay attention to it and sort of imbibe it. And we had a very detailed discussion about the universe and about the character before we went into the studio, and we heard the English version. We understood where the character is coming from, what his intentions are, and then you just go for it. You find the voice of the character and you go for it.
See, whether it's theater, whether it's movie, because you also rely on your co-actor and the ambience around you to emote. But here you're in a dubbing booth all by yourself. It's just you and imagining what the scenario would be. What was that like, yeah?
It's a very unique experience. It's like an echo chamber of sorts, you know. But I had some scenes with other characters. I had some scenes with myself. But it's truly just being able to understand the character's journey. And in places where my character's responding to other characters, I had the English cue on for it. So I was responding to that. So it's not too different than acting with co-actors. Of course, the only thing is that on camera they are physically present with you, and here they are present with you through sound, which is what the medium is about.
True.
So it's just about adapting to that and then having fun with it.
Awesome. And you do realize that you are in the most, the faces to look out for in the year list. How does that make you?
That's kind of you.
No, it is around me. Everybody around me, man.
I don't know. It's fine, I guess. Just trying to do work that I like. I mean, these consequences and like the after effects are not really in my hand, but it feels nice. It's good to have some validation, but it's I'm just trying to have fun and try to do good work.
How has fame changed anything for you or around you?
Well, I can I get my groceries from Nature's Basket these days. Which I thought was very expensive before, and it is expensive here. But that's what's changed. Nothing really changed. I'm living in the same house. It's all the same.
I remember Siddhant Malhotra telling me, he says, अपना table book करने के लिए नाम ही काफी है. वो आपके लिए आसानी हो गया है. For him, that was the milestone of being famous.
नहीं वो नहीं हुआ मेरे साथ. वो मैंने वो आजमा के देखा एक बार और I fell on my face, fell flat. Valentine's Day last year I was in Rajasthan and Jaipur, and I called a couple of places saying, and I was pretending to be my own manager. So just changed my voice and said that Adarsh Gourav is in town and he wants to have dinner, and the guy was like, who? I said Adarsh Gourav. He's like, वो कौन है? So मुझे व्हाइट टाइगर की मार्केटिंग करनी पड़ी, खुद की मार्केटिंग करनी पड़ी, फिर भी उन्होंने टेबल नहीं दी. तो वो अभी तक उस मुकाम पे नहीं पहुंचे.
वो पहुंच जाओगे, बहुत जल्द होगा. आदर्श गौरव नाम से सुना होगा.
चलिए, I hope so.
Because everybody's looking forward to the Zoya's film. Can you tell me a little bit? I mean, I know you can't divulge much, but working with Zoya, what's that scenario like? And also, Ananya told me it's a movie about this generation and what they go through. So if you could tell us a bit.
Yeah, I mean, so Zoya's producing it. Arjun Vareen, who was Zoya's D on Gully Boy, is directing it. Sid, me, and Ananya are in it. It's about young adults and how their lives are affected by the digital age, by like all the social media apps that we use, and what sort of drama gets created through that. So it's a very interesting and relevant story. I think it's not a story that's been told yet. It's very fresh. Yeah. So I feel like when it'll come out, when people will watch it, they will really feel like they're watching themselves in it.
Absolutely. And I totally get that, because we're slaves to apps. We've all become an algorithm now, literally. Everyone has our data. And we are data. Basically, we're just data, basically. Exactly. So how do you maintain, as a young actor, because, I do see, I mean, my generation didn't have any of this. Your generation is only about being seen and heard. How do you maintain that balance? Yeah.
It's, to be honest with you, it's a little bit of I'm on that learning curve right now. It is very easy to get distracted. So I think it's just about being disciplined and deciding about how much time you want to allocate to spending on social media, because that is also the real world now. As much as we want to deny it and be like, no, it's not, and it's not, it is. A lot of work is happening through social media. A lot of brand work does happen through that. So like, it is smarter to be cognizant about that fact. But it's also equally important to be able to live your life off social media. So like I make sure I allocate my time. So there's some time that I spend on social media, some time I spend reading, some time I spend doing my usual stuff, getting my groceries, getting things fixed. So yeah, you just gotta maintain a balance, a healthy balance between both, and hope that it works.
I swear, because I was told, your years in journalism don't count. It's the number of followers you have. So it's also a learning curve for me. And I'm pretty frightened by all that now. कि इतने साल यहाँ बिठा दिए, अब लोग followers देख रहे हैं यार. How does this work?
Yeah, but it is what it is, I mean, at least for me, like, I used to detest it earlier, a couple of years earlier, but now I've just accepted it. I've grown to accept it, and I'm learning how to embrace it. And yeah, just become a part of it, and then do it your own way once you become a part of it.
True.
I think the important thing is to always keep it real and to have your own sense of identity while being a part of it.
I totally get that. And also, like we're discussing audibles, are you the kind who likes to physically pick up a book, or have you struck that balance? Like, मैं पढ़ भी लूँगा, मैं कभी सुन भी लूँगा.
Both. I am a very heavy reader, but I also listen to a lot of audio shows. In fact, even on Audible, I've heard like Cafe in Pride and Prejudice, the Harry Potter audiobooks, audio series, Malcolm and Me. So there's a bunch of things that I've heard on Audible. And of course, now our show is releasing on the 28th of April on Audible. Very, very hyped about it. It's created by Neil Gaiman, directed by Dirk Maggs, and what an incredible cast to be a part of, right? Like Tabu as the narrator, Vijay Bhai, Manoj sir, Sushant, Tilotma, Kubra, Neeraj sir, who I've been a massive, massive fan of. I'm just really, really excited to be in such noble company. And the fact that it's for free, like you don't even need an Audible subscription to listen to it. So you can just tune on to the website and listen to it for free. And I'm so excited to see how it will do. And I'm sure it'll do very well because it's a #1 show on the Audible platform in the US. So I'm sure it'll do equally well here. Yeah.
Did you get a chance to meet lovely ensemble? Yeah.
No, I've met them individually at a personal level, but not through the show.
Wow.
So
it must be translated on screen with the same cast, man.
I know, it's crazy. I haven't met Sushant, and I haven't met Tabu ma'am, but I have met everybody else. Manoj sir, of course, I've worked with. Vijay Bhai is a friend. Kubra I've met. Yeah. I wish that I'm sure that there'll be a way through which all of us will get together and meet in person also.
But what a lovely film it would make now with all of you together physically also.
That'll be amazing. Yeah.
Totally lovely chatting with you. All the very best. And
likewise,
what can we expect from you? Other than this and Kho Gaye and Kahan, what else? If you can give us a little.
There's a couple of really interesting projects in the pipeline. But Extrapolations is releasing this year, which is an Apple TV show that I shot for last year in LA.
Wow.
In New York, sorry. Yeah, that's got a terrific cast. Meryl Streep, David Schwimmer.
Wow.
Yeah. And then there is Guns and Gulab that I shot for in January of this year with Rajan DK for Netflix. So I think that is going to come out again this year. So I have a few cool things releasing this year. Couple of cool things that I'll be shooting for this year as well. But yeah, like once I've signed the contract and stuff, I'll be happy to talk about it.
So anything on the Meryl Streep thing that you can tell us, or that also we have to wait and watch?
Well, it's a show called Extrapolations. It's a dystopian show set in the future. There are 8 different episodes. I'm leading one of the episodes in it. The episode about India. All the episodes are based in different countries. The episode in India is being led by me. And it has Kerry Russell, me, and an actor called Gaz Chaudhary. Has an incredible ensemble cast in the other episodes, and yeah, I'm very excited if it's possible to go to LA, during the premiere of the show, meet the other legends in person.
Yeah.
And of course, I didn't get a chance to meet them because we shot it when COVID was still rampant. But I'm just glad that I'll be with them in the trailer when the trailer gets cut, as one of the faces.
I'm sure you would. And lastly, I mean, talking about you doing films here, you're doing films there. Is there any difference? I know everyone gets asked this question. It's one of those typical questions. I'm sorry, I'm doing the typical thing and I'm going to ask this.
No, it's perfectly fine. The difference, the only difference I've seen is the number of people on set.
Achha.
I think things are a lot more automated there. And over here, because I feel the reason why we also do this is for a noble reason. I feel the reason why there are so many people on an Indian set is because there's so much population in the country. So I feel like through a movie, if more people can get employed and can get paid and can run their house, it's a good thing. So that is the only difference I've seen. Otherwise, making movies is the same.
पानी भी सेम पीते हैं, हवा भी हम सेम ही लेते हैं, सिर्फ उनकी pollution थोड़ी कम होती है, हमारी यहाँ ज़्यादा है. But I totally get that. Anyways, lovely chatting with you. Hope to see you in person soon, and all the very best.
Thanks, Puja. So lovely to chat with you.
Likewise. Bye.
If you've liked this interview, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram.